Welcome back, guys. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast, episode 131. Hope you guys are well. G-Man, how's it going, bro?
What's happening, people? I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm just saying that I look a bit messed up and tired and whatnot because I just had a 2 hour nap on a Sunday afternoon. Basically, last night I just didn't sleep at all.
Yeah.
Didn't have a single bit of sleep. Um, just a combination of a few things. Combination of I overslept the night before, like to my 11 hours, which is no good. I didn't set an alarm, which I normally do.
Yeah.
But anything over 8 is no good. So I slept 11 hours, which means yesterday night I knew I wouldn't sleep. I had a coffee before my MMA training, which I like to do. I have read my comics and I have a coffee, and that
Yeah.
was around 4 o'clock. And then no, I have insomnia anyway, self-diagnosed like insomnia, and it's Saturday night. So the combination of all those things led to me not sleeping at all. And
Yeah.
so I literally today, like I was like supposed to go out and about, and in the morning the UFC was on and then the boxing was on. So I was like, instead of just trying to sleep, let me just wake up and watch these fights. So watched some great fights in the morning, and then just done some stuff, man. I had a haircut, and I was like, let me take a nap for 20 minutes. That 20 minutes turned into 2 hours, and I just woke up. I was like, oh shit, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night calling, doing a podcast, calling home, speak to pups and whatnot, call some friends and stuff like that, and just chill. Got the day off work tomorrow, so I'll use tomorrow to cycle around and stuff. But yeah, other than that, man, that's it, man. Just it's the weekend. I'm glad I can enjoy it, but I hate sleeping during the day, man.
I know, man.
It kills
Sometimes
hours.
the body's weary, isn't it?
Well, I know me, man. If I oversleep, like I say, all those things, but if I oversleep, that means I'm not sleeping the next night at all. So anything over 8 for me is no good. Um,
Oh, man.
but terrible. But other than that, all good, bro, man. Everything's been all right. Singapore has been good. Training's been well. Um, yeah, like yesterday, done some sparring again in MMA, which was much better. Last week I was basic. I got no, the week before, sorry, basic, got my
Yeah.
ass kicked. Yesterday I went in with a better game plan, and just been able to, yeah, just it's nice when you have a good sparring day and whatnot. Even though my legs hurting, took some good leg kicks. Watch Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. We're still doing our MCU run
Yeah.
with me and my missus right now.
Punisher.
Yeah, codename Punisher. Um, and then so we done Guardians 1 and 2, and we were just supposed to do one, right? Our Saturday routine is like this, right? I finish training at 7 p.m. I cycle back. She meets me here for 8. We go to the gym, do a quick 20-minute session, right? And then we come and watch a movie, right? And we're doing a Marvel marathon right now. Um, and watch Guardians 1. She loved it so much. She was like, I just want to watch another one. Like, I want to watch part 2 because we're going through the MCU movie timeline, not the release timeline. So Guardians 1 and 2 is at the same time.
That's right.
It's one after another. And then so we ended up watching both. And they're such funny movies, so great. And yeah, I don't know, man, so awesome, such funny. Like the first one, Drax is like the star in that movie, man. I swear, he's so funny, man.
He is. He is. He is.
So
He's
hilarious.
he's the. I don't know. It's weird. I never thought he's the element of comedy in that movie, like to a different level. His sarcasm and his timing is key in that movie. And the thing is, you're like Drax, man. Like he's so basic, but he's so cool at the same time.
Yeah, and it's not like, how do I put it? It's not like a comedy movie where it's forced comedy, right? Where it's kind of
Right.
forced. It almost just seems normal, like natural. Like this is him. This is how he talks, and what he says, and is hilarious. Whereas in a comedy, of course it's scripted, of course all of that sort of stuff. It just didn't seem forced, and I just love it. Obviously Quill is obviously he's funny as well, and he has his issues, and we're following his journey. Then you got Gamora, who just has the daughter of Thanos, stigma behind her. You got Drax, which we just talked about, Rocket Raccoon, who's just got issues, right? Um, and then Groot is just cute. Like as big Groot and baby Groot, he's just cute all the way through. Teenage Groot is probably the Groot that's not cute. The rest of them is all cute. Um,
It's
it's
really
so
funny.
good. Yeah, it's so funny. But I was saying to you earlier, like so according to the MCU movie timeline, it goes, I just watched Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, then Avengers, Age of Ultron. But at the end of Guardians 2, you got the epic scene of Stan Lee and the Watchers. And he goes, hey guys, don't go away. I got some more stories to tell you. I got another story was when I was a postman. So that made me think, wait a minute, if that's him talking about Stan Lee's cameo in Civil War, then maybe this doesn't fit in the movie timeline at this spot. So I got a little bit confused with that, but
it could be, bro. Remember them outtakes. Remember, he was on a different planet as well, bro. So time is completely different to what it is on Earth.
That is very true, and they were in that middle of doing their 700 loops, 700 whatever. That scene was hilarious.
I love that.
Yeah, but such a great movie. I love both of those two movies, man. So awesome. Can't wait for part 3.
Really well. They come together really well. I think Quill's story is still quite touching. I think Ego the Planet was quite fuckeries. Yeah, nah, really good, man. Those movies are what James Gunn did. Remember, these are not even A-list characters. And for him to pick, nobody knew, bro. Not even me.
I still don't know. I still don't know. I still don't read no comics about Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, but when they were in that Infinity War saga, when me and the boys were doing the comic book reading days, the Guardians of the Galaxy that were involved in the Infinity War there, bro, they're not even the characters that we know on the screen now. They had like Captain America 293 and some next blockhead dude, and Drax was there. Drax didn't look the same. Gamora didn't look the same.
Warlock was there, right?
So it was different, bro, completely different. So he picked and choose characters that were going to work perfectly with his script. And what I like about him is that he does a deep dive into the comic books. He goes back to the old history, how they started, and to how he can adapt it to the MCU. And he did great, man. Look what he's done with the Suicide Squad. I'm really looking forward to that, because even though I think we're gonna get a slight similar feel to what Guardians of the Galaxy was, because that's his style of movie making. But he's given it this classic action film look to it. I don't know, man. Like Dirty Dozen, like stuff that Dad loves watching. You know what I mean?
No, for sure, man. Listen, if I don't even care if he makes it very similar to Guardians of the Galaxy. If he makes Suicide Squad very similar to Guardians of the Galaxy in the sense of the look and feel of it, I don't care, because he's going to make that film so awesome. If he does that, uses that same formula, he's going to make Suicide Squad fucking awesome. So awesome. Yeah, because the Infinity War comics that I've read, you know, when you get to the end and they split the stones and each one of the Guardians are a guardian of the stone, you know, yes, I've seen Drax, I've seen Adam Warlock, I think Gamora as well. But yeah, Rocket, Groot, Star-Lord, I've never even heard of these dudes before this stuff. So obviously that means my knowledge in the comics didn't go as deep as it should have. But anyway, the point is that it's so awesome. You just made these movies, these characters so famous, and you made a talking tree that just says I am Groot so likable, and it's amazing. Such a great movies. But yeah, now we're going into Age of Ultron next week, and then on to phase 3, which a lot of the movies are more fun because of the crossovers and whatnot. So yeah, man. And then this morning watch UFC, some great fights in the morning, and then the boxing, Lomachenko. I don't really follow boxing too much, but when someone like Lomachenko fights, I watch that. Spoiler alert, by the way, he did not win. He's awesome, but he spent the first 6 rounds just kind of trying to 6 rounds of a 12-round fight, kind of reading his opponent, and then he started picking it up, and that's 6 rounds too late, I guess. But I don't know too much about boxing. I just enjoy his art of work.
Did he lose?
What's that?
How bad did he lose?
No, he lost on points and whatnot, you know what I mean? But he didn't have to lose those 6 rounds, because he literally just kind of was dancing around for the first 6 rounds.
Was he trying to him out or something?
Yeah, I mean, Lomachenko, they call him like the Matrix, but if you see some of his highlight reels, his footwork is absolutely beautiful. You get hypnotized, and it's literally like the Matrix, the way he makes people miss. His dad made him stop when he was a kid, right?
Yeah.
he boxed like when he was a kid, and then from like 5 years, his dad made him stop. His dad's his coach, made him stop boxing and put him into traditional Ukrainian dance because he wanted him to have the best footwork in boxing. So literally stopped all boxing and spent 5 years dancing to get footwork, and was absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? So his footwork is amazing. But in this fight, I think what it was, his footwork is great. He just didn't. He just lost the first couple rounds because he wasn't striking back. So end of the day, it's like, even though you're moving around, take a little shot here and there, your opponent scored a bit more, couple points on you, and that's it. But anyway, still great fights actually. I'm not, like I said, I'm not much of a boxing fan at all, to be honest. So I only watch the named people. But MMA is obviously my thing. Next week is the big one, Khabib. I cannot wait for this fight. See, next week I don't mind staying up all night because next week they're accommodating to the Arab Emirates time, so it's gonna be It's gonna be about 2 a.m. for me. So I'm gonna do a late night one. So next week I might actually just try and oversleep on that Saturday, have a coffee or whatnot, and then see and just go through the same process and stay up all night because I have to see my guy Khabib fight. I'm a huge MMA fan, but I'm a huge Khabib fan. He's one of my favorite fighters right now. At this moment, and yeah, I can't wait, man. And then a week after that, it's gonna be emotional. It's Anderson Silva's last fight. When I first started watching MMA and getting into it, he was the fighter that I followed, and I loved him so much. He's such a great fighter and whatnot. And it's gonna be his last fight, the fight week after. So anyway, for me, that's emotional. But yeah, man, giving you a lot of my life story. What else is going on, bro? What geeky stuff is going on?
So Sony debunked the rumors about Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire returning back. I think it was an idea that they had. They spoke about. Nothing's been confirmed yet. And I knew it. Where everybody's just excited and posting all sorts and rumors. There's another one that's got debunked as well. She-Hulk.
What do you mean She-Hulk?
She didn't get. So she's saying that she didn't. Nothing's been confirmed.
What? But she was announced months ago, and Ruffalo even tweeted saying "Welcome to the family." What the hell?
Yeah, so I think that was a bit of a weird situation. I don't know what's happening, but I think it was yesterday I read up. She was like, "No, ain't nothing confirmed. Ain't nobody talked to me about anything."
That's weird. So why did it take 2 months for however long? It took at least over a month. I can't remember the exact date, but
yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
It took so long to debunk.
Yeah, about a month, bro.
That's weird. That's very weird.
Very weird.
Okay, that's strange. All right, that's not great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you call it? So listen, the Spider-Man stuff is in the talks, but I mean, as Kevin Smith put it in Batman Beyond with Mark Bernardin, shout outs. I'm excited already, bro, to get a number 3 Spider-Man anyway. You know what I mean?
Got Doctor Strange in it anyway, so that's already a plus.
It looks like it's going to be a great put together with all the characters, and you don't need to pack up the movie completely. Like, I think the problem is now is because they did Civil War, they were like, we can put everybody in this movie.
Yeah, well,
I feel like, unless it's like gonna work with I can't even say the bloody word, like a narrative structure where that was leading up to something else bigger. You know what I mean? And now you're starting this Spider-Man. The next Spider-Man is going to be like, Black Widow and Spider-Man and all that are going to be Phase 4, isn't it?
But regardless, Spider-Man's going to be a $1 billion movie because this character's great and these movies have been great. But you announced Doctor Strange. I mean, you've already got a $1 billion movie there, right? It's already exciting. So you don't need to get the other ones involved, but it just makes it exciting. And you could do so much more when Doctor Strange is involved, especially if Doctor Strange's next movie is about the multiverse and whatnot. Then the capabilities of putting Doctor Strange in any movie is going to be like, what the hell is?
Exactly.
But yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, I guess if they make the multiverse movie, they can do. That's awesome, and they don't. It doesn't have to be Spider-Man 3. It could be the one next. It could be Spider-Man 4 or wherever, because Mr. what's the kid who's played Spider-Man? What's what I forget? Holland is a young kid. He's young. He's young. You got him. You still got Miles Morales to introduce in the future as well. Like there's so much potential to put in these Spider-Man movies. So you know, to be honest with you, Holland looks so young still. He still need guidance. He's gonna have Doctor Strange as guidance and whatnot. So we still got a lot more Spider-Man to go. Just hoping Disney and Marvel keep working it out. You got to get Miles Morales involved in the future. We've got to finally see the Sinister Six. You know, something they've been trying to tease for years, for decades, should I even say? There's so much potential. So doesn't need to be now. Does not need to be now. But yeah, I was a bit shocked though because it just seemed so real.
Yeah, same here. But because it was everywhere, so when you're constantly looking at that, you're like, damn, this is happening. You know what I mean?
It's like one of those placebo effects.
That's
You're just
it, bro.
forcing it, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's true, but it's not.
Set us up. They set us up.
Oh man. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, bro. We will see what happens. I am hoping that we will get some Marvel movies. Well, they started filming, which is a good start, which I think, you know, now everyone's just trying to create these bubbles, these anti-COVID bubbles where they can start working and filming and all that sort of stuff. So there's a process putting in place. I do have to say, maybe I'm being biased, but I think the UFC was the first to do it, bro. They, you know, Dana White was the first one to be like, we're going back, and they figured it out. And I think after that, that just kind of influenced all other businesses and all other sports to get into it.
Yeah, right, first. So why not? And a business that's gonna thrive off that is, you know, they're taking precautions to look after everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why not? Somebody has to be the test subject to try it out. I mean, would have been upsetting to find out, oh shit, everybody lose after that first match.
But
they worked it out properly. They did the science. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And as time goes on, they're learning more. And as time goes on, bro, fighters have been tested positive for COVID. Certain fights have been cancelled because they tested positive. And you know what? Every single one of them fighters were like, oh, I just trained 8 weeks. I just lost weight, bro. They cut. Do you know how much weight they have to cut, right? That's the unhealthy part of the fighting part. And they all cut weight, all of the shit, while having COVID in their system. And they're like, oh shit, I tested positive, fight cancelled. Sorry, guys. But they're not sick at all. Like, this is the crazy thing about this COVID thing, which is proven with these fighters. If you keep healthy, it does not affect you at all. Considering these fighters are putting themselves through this madness training for 8 weeks, somewhere within that 8-week period, they caught COVID, and they're still training and they're still cutting weight, but they're just keeping healthy in their body actors, and they think. But anyway, with the UFC, if you test, if you're feeling fine or you don't have any symptoms or whatever, no, like your fight's cancelled. Don't worry. You know what I mean? They're very cautious and
they're strict about that. So that's what it has to be.
Yeah, no. So the UFC are awesome to just be first and make it happen. Dana White's probably the best promoter on the planet. He will go down as one of the greatest of all time as a promoter. And so yeah, no, it's great that other companies follow. Oh shit, you know what else I did the other day? I went to Universal Studios, bro.
Yes. Quickly go through that. I'll be right back, bro.
Went to Universal Studios Singapore on Friday. Was awesome. It was really cool. It's quite small. I thought it was bigger than I expected, but really cool, man. They had you know, what did they have? Like Madagascar, little section, not section, what do you call them? Areas, different themes or whatever. Madagascar. They had the fairy tale place where Shrek and all those fairy tale ones happen. You got Jurassic Park, which was awesome. You got sci-fi place, which is like Battlestar Galactica and stuff like that. Transformers rides. Then you got like Sesame Street in New York and whatnot. It was awesome. Listen, you know, some of those rides were awesome. The roller coasters and whatnot were great. The Transformer ride was awesome. It was like a 4D experience type thing, which was sick. The Jurassic Park ride was fun. The Battlestar Galactica ones are the main roller coasters. The Mummy, they had a Mummy ride, which was quite awesome and scary as well a little bit. So it was fun. It was great. I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed it. There wasn't much of a queue. We went on a Friday, which is a school day and also a work day. Also, it's COVID time, so they're allowing minimum people into the park. But the timing was great. We got a chance to go on every single ride with no queue really, and yeah, Singapore Universal Studios. It was a fun experience. It was a very fun experience. I think my favorite ride happened, obviously, most probably biasly was the Transformer ride because the experience was awesome. But the Mummy ride was also very fun. And then the Battlestar Galactica ones were just fun roller coasters, really. But yeah, what an awesome day, man. I loved it, man. What's that, sorry?
Sounds like it. I saw the photos. It looks awesome.
It was, man. It was very fun. Elmo and what do you call it, Sesame Street was funny. The Minions, obviously, Universal, so there was a lot of Minion stuff going on. Yeah, man. Enjoyable day, enjoyable experience, and the timing's always great when, with theme parks. I'd be real, man. That's like, I know if you got kids, you can't help it. You got to take them during school holidays or whatnot, and that's when things are packed. And I couldn't stand in a line in the Singapore heat, to be honest with you, waiting for these things. Honestly, it's yeah. I wouldn't know how to do it with kids, to be honest. I'd be like, you know what, just avoid it and go in as an adult. But the best time to go if you're an adult is just take a weekday off work and go experience these things on a weekday while everyone's at school and all the kids at school and everyone else is at work, and then you can go there and just really enjoy the park for yourself, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you was to take your kids, obviously you got to take them through school holidays, and I don't know, man. If I could deal with those stress levels, man, and just waiting in hours of queues in the hot, humid Singapore weather, that would be tough. We did it before when we were kids, when we went to Fort Park and all them other ones, but
No,
yeah.
but we left. Remember, we always went.
Alhamdulillah.
We always
Sorry.
went. You still there, bro?
Yeah, go for it, bro. Sorry.
No, it's all right. So I was gonna say, we always went when. Remember me, you, and Dwayne. We used to go like a day after everybody went back to school.
Yes, we went. Remember that time we went to Chessington and we were just like, it was
We were
just
the only ones there, bro.
Yeah. There was a period
Yeah,
of time where us boys, well, you boys are nice to tag along as a younger brother, the younger annoying brother. But to tag along with you guys, where every year we'll go to the theme park. And yeah, I remember that Chessington we went once, and we were just going on it on site. It was just like no queue. Yeah, we went on the day after everyone went back to school. Yeah, what an awesome time.
Yeah, definitely. So it's always better when everybody's at work and school, and it's easier that way, and you get to enjoy it as well.
Yeah. No, definitely. No, theme parks are awesome. I still got some more things to do in Singapore. I'm gonna take a bike for some. I don't know. It's very random, but they've opened up a new little path between the airport and like two different terminals, which is like I think it's like a mile long, and it's a dinosaur themed road. I don't know, kind of random. And I think it's, if I remember reading correctly, it's life size dinosaur models or whatever they've got on I don't know, it's a path or whatnot. I figured, let me just go ride my bike there tomorrow. I was supposed to go today, but obviously. What's that, sorry?
They've already set it up.
Yeah, it's something new, a new attraction, I guess, Singapore set up. Like I said, I was supposed to ride there today with a friend, but I obviously I didn't sleep yesterday, so I cancelled it. So I think I might go tomorrow since I got the day off work. But yeah, so it's weird, but I'm gonna do that, and then we got the zoo, and then you got the night safari here as well. So again, something else to do. Maybe I got another couple of days off in November, so maybe we could do that together. But yeah, man, just trying to keep it, entertained. I'm trying to work my way back to the UK, which is not gonna be easy still. But yeah. What else, bro? What else has been going on? The Boys. Did we talk about The Boys?
No, we didn't, bro. Let's talk, man.
Season finale episode. Such a great show, bro. Such a great, awesome.
It is really good because, like, towards the end, they really it does work. You said your friend was watching it, and it works with the time that we're in at the moment. It's a brutal show, though, man. Very brutal show, but it's hilarious because that episode with the Willows, I was dying, bro.
That was hilarious.
When they showed it in the recap, I was laughing my head off, bro. But Now, Homelander is one sick individual.
He is a very sick individual.
He's just, I don't know, man, just unhappy with, I suppose, the way he was raised up, and then in what he got involved in and how he's being treated. And I don't know, man, that's just a troubled youth,
Just it.
going into the older into the older years. It's mad.
And I just don't
Absolutely.
think. Yeah, I don't think right now he doesn't know better. Like, there's this hope that he's going to become. I don't know if there's a hope, but there's this thing like, oh man, if he becomes good, that'd be awesome. Like, you know what I mean? And takes everyone down or whatnot. But
Yeah.
I just don't think he knows better at this stage, right? And I don't know if he'll ever learn because of his upbringing and everything. But that one scene at the end where he's covered in spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, by the way.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the end when he just killed everyone and he's got blood all over him, and then he's seen what's happening with his son, and he's been forced to, not engage because the lady, I forgot her name, the Wonder Woman type woman said, look, if you gotta let him go, otherwise I'm exposed that.
Connection lost. You're bastard.
Uh-oh.
You're busted.
It's always this spot, bro.
Try now.
Hello.
What do you mean connection lost? You're busted. Come on, you back?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. You were at that last bit about after he came out, saw his son, and then
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah, yeah. So you see, he's there with his son. He's covered in blood and whatnot. And then the Wonder Woman lady, I forgot her name. Completely forgot her name. Anyway, she kind of just told him you gotta let him go because she's gonna expose what he did on the plane and whatnot, which I thought was awesome because they still used that over him. But yeah, you kind of just like look at his face and you almost a little bit you feel sorry for him, but then you're also like, how is he gonna react? And he doesn't know what to do, and like. Is he trying to be good with his son? Is he really trying to be a good father? Or you know what I mean? Like you just don't know. I mean, I think because of his upbringing, you just can't. I like as a viewer, I can't trust him. Like I don't want him with the kid, but then again, I do want him to be good. And then it's like it's weird, man. It's a weird.
Yeah, it is a weird because you feel like he wants to be, he's trying, but deep down he's just crazy guy, man. That last scene in the moonlight was cracking me up.
I
It's
was.
so random, the show.
It is. It is. It's the
It's
most
such a
random
random
thing.
thing. You think it's gonna be like a Batman scene or
Have you seen the memes that came out? You got
basic.
you got all those superheroes in the moonlight, Batman, Spider-Man, and they got their cool poses, and then you got Homelander just trying to bust a nut. What was he saying? I could do it. No, what was
Yeah.
this? What was he saying? Was it saying I could do it or I could be what I want?
But did you see the memes that came out? There's one that with Batman and Spider-Man on the ledge, and they're like, "Yeah, man."
Yeah, it's hilarious. I reckon he might go rogue. I reckon he might go rogue, to be honest.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. That he goes rogue and things just get dealt with. You know what I mean? People see him for what he really is.
Yeah, and I think that's. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because he's a what do you call it? He's a puppet of the corporate media. He's a puppet of
That's
the
right.
likes, the social likes, all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? So let's see. And also at the end, it was a bit of a shocker to see who the head explosions. It was
Oh,
the
yes.
yeah the
That
little
was actually really interesting to see that. So, uh, let's see, man. Season 3 has been greenlit, so we're excited that we're gonna see more of this. It won't be till what? Is it next year? Have they started filming it?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Definitely looking forward to it. So,
Yeah, and also his son as well. You kind of have a hope of like his son growing up and battling him or something. Like, would his son be the one that stops him? Like, there's all these things, but you just don't. With this show, that's so cliche. Like, that's so obvious. It's not
yeah,
gonna be obvious. It's not.
yeah,
It's gonna be something different. There's all
yeah,
these, the superhero themes always been that super. I love these superhero things because they're always, for me, it's stories of hope, right? The stories of greatness and hope and all that sort of stuff. So that's what my typical mind will be. Like, Homelander will go rogue, and then maybe his son will grow up a little bit and be able to control his powers a bit, and he'll be the only one that fights him, and that's
yeah.
that hope story. But this is not a story of hope. This is something different.
Yeah, exactly that. So that's why I like how random the show is. So, no, definitely, really good show, man. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to season 3, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. Good show to watch, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what? Anything else?
I finished watching The Office. Loved that. That show is so funny, bro. And it almost, you know what? After 9 seasons, I got very emotional at the end because it's a comedy show, but it's almost like, damn, I just binged through all 9 seasons, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna see this no more. Like they kind of went their own part ways and whatnot. So that was cool. That show's so funny, man, and
Was
such
that
a
British one?
no, I watched the US one.
All
A
right.
little bit biased, but I'm way more familiar with the US actors. You got freaking Will Ferrell showed up. You got Craig Robinson who's in it. It's fucking hilarious. You got, obviously
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell, bloody hell, going blank. So such, a bit more familiar with those actors, but it's such a great show. And I'm also not binging, but I'm watching another show called This Is Us. You know, the one I told you about, the family,
Haven't started
which
that yet.
which is still an interesting one. It's a weird, like, my Punisher told me to go watch it, and I got into it. I think the first episode was so important. First episode I think is always important to kind of get you engaged with
That's
the
right.
characters, and this one straight away got me engaged, right? And the beginning of it is just, it's, like I said, it straight away just gets you, like, you want to know, oh, this is an interesting dynamic, how does this work
Yeah.
out again? So yeah, I'm just watching through that. There's actually 4 seasons, I didn't even know, so that gives me a bit to go through and whatnot. Give me something to watch. But what else is going on? It's October now. Isn't a Mandalorian season 2 coming out soon?
Yeah, it's coming out end of end of the month. But what I do want to watch is Lovecraft Country, bros.
Which one's this one? I haven't seen this one. I haven't heard of this one.
It's the one that's on like HBO or Amazon. It's about I don't know. It looks like it's based on a comic book. I think Mark Bernardin was involved in it as well. Time travel and all sorts. It looks like Jakub's been talking about it, so he goes, it's awesome. So I'm gonna give that a go.
Okay, nice.
Other than
Sounds
that,
good.
news. We've got Habibi's.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing news also. Yeah, he messaged.
That's
He
news to
obviously
him.
told you guys earlier, right? Which is why he sent that message to me.
No, same time.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, that's
Same.
great news. That's great news, man. That is beautiful news, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
This year the more good news you can get this year, the better, I guess.
exactly.
But yeah, this year is such a weird one. But other than that, what else is going on? What else is going on in the geeky world? I watched Fat Man Beyond. What can I steal from them? What are they talking about?
Let me just check my phone quickly, see if there's any last minute thing. I was just checking online now, see if there's anything else that come up, but nothing had come up. Oh man, my nose is runny, man. Hold up. Oh man.
I'm still playing that shit Marvel game. So I'm so dumb. The game pisses me off, and I still kind of addicted to it. I just unlocked Thor the other day, but it took an interesting turn. I mean, the game is shit. I still don't rate it as a game, but anyway, I'm still in it, and I unlocked Black Widow and Thor. Black Widow's quite awesome in the game actually, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still playing it. I don't know
No,
why.
nothing so far on here. Nothing on there. Now, apologies, guys. I haven't been able to do no Inktober sketches or live sketches that I do on Sunday nights. I won't be able to do any for a little while. Honest truth is I'm a little bit burnt out, and what's the word? My creative potential is having a little bit of a break. I think I'm trying to push out far too much that it's making my artwork look off key, and I think sometimes you step back for a little while and then I'll come back into it. But I think I've got so many unfinished projects that I keep starting new projects and I can't finish off projects I originally started. I've got this Iron Man canvas that's been sitting there for 6 months. We've been in lockdown. I could have finished it, but because I continued doing new work, I've got this Back to the Future idea that I've had in my head that I've got all planned out and got everything all in a folder to do. Haven't started it. I should have started it. It's 35th anniversary. So I'm going to focus on finishing off a few old projects before I start jumping into new one. I think the problem is and because I've been watching a lot more documentaries and I saw Social Dilemma, and it's made my mind a bit conscious on how we are with technology around us and how we use it. Like what you do in the morning is you don't look at your phone for at least an hour or two, right, before you start your day.
At least an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. I have a whole
Yeah.
routine
So
where
I've implemented that in the past 3 weeks, and I've noticed that I'm slowly drawing away from using my phone more often and social, like putting pictures up for no reason. Why am I putting a picture up of me drinking coffee? Not unless I want to. At the time, I felt like I was forced to put that picture up. I shouldn't be able to. I don't want to be able to. Don't want to be doing that. I want to take the photo to share it with people if I want to share it with them, not just a random picture of me drinking coffee. So I feel like my content needs to change personally. Uh, and I think we're doing a bit like coming on 3 weeks yoga every morning, which has helped me physically. You know, I was having leg pains. I've got lower back issues because of what do you call it. But 3 weeks in, nothing's cured. I'm still training. I'm still trying to master it. I'm still trying to master the stretch. It's funny because I was doing it this morning when I came back from a run, and you know when you lay down, you pull your knees to your stomach. The larynx, pow, sat on my face. And then I'm using my I don't have a yoga block, so I'm using this really stiff pillow I got to put in between my legs to do bridge pose and stuff like that. And she's like, "Yeah, done it, pow!" And she sit on my face. So I usually do it a bit earlier, but the weekends we tend to try and sleep in. But trying to do yoga with the little one is hilarious. And then when I'm doing, is it dog pose?
Downward dog.
Down dog, yeah. And then she like thinks she can just run underneath, up and down. So she thinks it's a game, but
It's cute.
it's helped dramatically, I think, for my mental health side of things as well. And then I realized, man, my artwork during Inktober went from looking so good to shit. I've got 30 minutes. Let me just rush something quickly, and then realize, oh man, my artwork looks basic. Looks like that beast picture jumping in the air. And I was like,
Well, you're your best critic, and you have to be your best critic. And if you
yeah,
see that you're going downhill, if you see, then you need to. It's best that you acknowledge it. Someone telling you, "Oh, bro, it's not looking good," which is also great as well. But that might kick off like some insecurities. Like, oh, why would they say that? But for you to acknowledge it is always going to be the best way. You have to be a white belt. Always have to be a white belt in whatever you do. You
yeah,
can never be like, yeah, I'm awesome. I'm a black belt now, and that's the way it's gonna be. It's like, no, always learning, always trying to think. So
always,
that's
always,
great.
bro, always. So
Yeah.
like, so that's what that was bugging me a bit. My artwork was taking a slump. Plus, I'm on a few projects as well that I'm trying to put together, and I don't want to put what's the word, that same sort of element into somebody else's work if I'm doing work for them, and then I'm just creating shit that I don't want to be sharing or anything. So I thought, let me take a step back from the social media stuff and feeling like I have to put out stuff constantly. I don't need to. Whether I lose followers or the rest of it, it was never about that in the first place. It was just trying to inspire people in the process. But the people that are going to stay are the people who are going to that really do like
Yeah.
the work, do want to
Yeah.
follow us on our journey. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now it's to a point now where a slight little distraction keep me away from that and finish off older projects. Once I've done that, yeah, everything else
Yeah.
will fall into place, man. I
Well,
want
it's
to
all
get those big projects. I want to get out of the way. That Iron Man canvas, I want to get it done. I want to finish it.
Yeah,
You know?
no, well, get on it, man. It's good that you've acknowledged it. That's step one, acknowledging it, you know what I mean, and then working on it from there. I still, I have my morning discipline, and I've figured that out.
Mm,
And COVID's helped me figure that out, to be honest, right? The COVID routine has helped me. I wake up and do my yoga instead of getting ready for work and going to work. I do the yoga routine, and it's got me away from my phone. So, because it's an amazing thing that I've got out of COVID. I'm still trying to find the discipline to do it in the evening. I
mm,
still look at my phone. I had it in the evening. The weird thing is, I did have it in the evening before COVID. I would turn off my phone 45 minutes before bed. I'll read a page or two in books and then thing. But then I lost that during COVID. So opposite thing happened. So
yeah.
anyway, my journey now, or my discipline I'm trying to do now is start the morning, finish my evening the same way I start the morning. Just do a little yoga routine or meditation routine, and have my phone off 45 minutes before bed. But yeah, no, I listen, and also the discipline of posting pictures. I post stupid pictures too, and I have this weird thing where I feel like I have to. Um, it's weird. It's fucking weird. I can't even explain it. Like there's no reason for me to post a picture of most. If you follow me, you would mostly see the same shit. Wake up at 5 a.m. and I have a little inspirational quote about yoga meditation, and then the training stuff, and then my diet stuff, and that's it. Right. So I always, it's almost that. It's almost kind of predictable, but I always pull it up for inspiration, because
Yeah,
I pull up for inspiration. Obviously I'm putting up because of my lifestyle. I want people to see and whatnot, but I don't put up post pictures of like you saw on when I went out to Universal Studio, just one picture with me and my girl. Right, I don't post any pictures with her or anything. Right, one, I don't even post any pictures of myself. I don't like pictures of myself. But I'm not that type of guy to keep posting pictures of me and her. That's my personal life. And that's not, I don't want to expose that to the world and whatnot. That's my thing. We were
yeah,
just at Universal. That was just a one picture I took out of the menu and whatnot of Universal. But no, I want my shit to be a little bit inspirational. And some people have messaged, like I said in the past, friends have messaged when they've said, man, you're always working hard, you're always up at 5 o'clock, and I'm like, and they're like, I'm gonna try and do that as well. I'm like, that brings me joy when they say they do that, and I obviously get inspiration from other people like The Rock
mm,
and you know other people that I follow and whatnot. I get the inspiration from them. They're the one who inspires me. So I'm just trying to do the same as well. I'm a
yeah,
nobody. I'm a nobody. So my platform, my credentials are not as inspiring as someone like The Rock, for example. But I'm just your average guy, and I'm just trying to inspire to be, like them in a sense. So as an average guy, I'm just trying to inspire my way, which is waking up at 5 a.m., getting to work in, training every day. I'm not a professional martial artist. I'm not a professional fighter, but I like to train like them. I like to eat like them. I like to, be healthy like them and stuff like that. I don't have the mind frame to be a fighter or whatnot. I know that I'm not going to be as good as certain people. My body is limited to its own capabilities, and I've accepted that. I'm just trying to be better than who I was yesterday, and
mm,
I'm just not going to give up. I'm not. I've said this before. I'm not athletically gifted. I never was. I was shit at football and basketball and any other sport. Martial arts is something that I love so much. I just keep going back. I get beaten up in sparring. I just keep going back. I get beaten up in whatever. I just go back. I develop slow. I'm a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Really, I mean, I have been always been training on and off, and I've been traveling, living in different places, so starting new and whatnot with different schools and everything. But I should be on a purple belt, I think, with the years I've been training, maybe even more, right?
mm,
But considering all the on and offs I've been doing and traveling and around the world with different schools and everything, I'm still on a blue belt. But to me, I'm not trying to be a black belt. That will come in the future. I just keep going back. I just keep going back. And that's just what I'm just trying to show through my social media and whatnot. Like that, it's just my journey, and like I say, people can say like, oh, you train all the time but you're not good, or you're not a fighter. I don't care. I know I'm not a fighter. I know I'm not good, but I'm better than the average guy on the couch and whatnot. And I
mm.
think people who might want to criticize me, saying that you're dealing with your own insecurities anyway. Like, I know a lot of people who are great in chapter at a time, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna spend hours. I want to finish this off. I'm on the next chapter's about Hulk.
Cool.
And I'm thinking at the end of this comic, they're all gonna come together and come against Norman Osborn, and I'm hoping the Punisher didn't get chopped up and decapitated like that, because kind of heartbreaking as a Punisher fan. But anyway, I wanted to quickly just talk about that.
No, that's cool. All right, guys, massive shout outs, man. Make sure you follow me and G-Man on our journey on Instagram. Kibla Ahmed Art, Gilman187. Guys, we're on SoundCloud as well. But have a wonderful start to the week, and we'll catch you guys up soon. One love. Peace.